Just the other day, I ran into my neighbor Tom here in Texas. At 94 years old, this man is still pushing his lawnmower around the yard like it's no big deal. No help needed, no cane, just him and his steady legs. I couldn't help but ask, "Tom, what's your secret?" He grinned, leaned in, and said, "One little vitamin every day, vitamin D." I'll admit, I was skeptical at first. We all assume getting older means slowing down, don't we? But Tom's living proof that it doesn't have to be that way. So, what's the deal with this vitamin D? How can it keep your legs strong, even at 94? Let's dive into why this one essential nutrient might just be the key to staying active and independent as we age. When you hear vitamin D, you probably think of strong bones, and that's absolutely true. But here's the real game changer: it's just as vital for your muscles, especially those legs that carry you through life. Studies, like one from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, show that seniors who get enough vitamin D cut their risk of falling by 23%. That's a big deal, because falls are the number one reason older adults lose their independence. Vitamin D keeps your leg muscles working smoothly. Think of it like oil for an engine. It helps you balance better, stand stronger, and move with confidence, whether you're 70, 80, or pushing 94 like Tom. Without it, your body struggles to absorb calcium, leaving your bones brittle and your muscles weaker than they should be. Over time, that's a recipe for trouble, but with it, you're setting yourself up for strength and stability. Now, let's talk about what happens as we age. Our legs start to feel the years, don't they? Walking to the mailbox, standing up from a chair, or climbing a few stairs, these everyday tasks get harder. I've seen it firsthand with friends and family. My mom's friend Sue in Ohio, she's 76, and a couple of years ago, she slipped in her kitchen and broke her hip. One little stumble, and suddenly she couldn't get around like she used to. It's heartbreaking, but it's not uncommon. 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls every year, and it's the leading cause of injuries for seniors. Why does this happen? Here's a shocking stat: over 60% of older adults don't have enough vitamin D in their system, according to the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. Our skin just doesn't make it from sunlight as efficiently as it once did, and that shortage hits our legs hard, leaving us shaky, unsteady, and at risk of losing the freedom we cherish. But here's the good news: you don't have to accept weak legs as part of aging. Vitamin D can fight back. It's not just some fancy supplement, it's a lifeline for your mobility. Take Tom, for example. He's been taking his vitamin D every morning with breakfast for years, and he swears it's why he's still out there mowing his lawn. Or look at the research. Another study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that low vitamin D levels mean weaker leg muscles and slower walking speeds in seniors. But when you keep those levels up, you're giving your legs the strength to keep going, the stability to avoid falls, and the power to live life on your terms. That's what Tom's figured out, and it's what I want for you too. Imagine not just getting by, but thriving, walking confidently, tackling stairs, or even chasing grandkids around the yard. It's possible, and it starts with this one essential vitamin. So, let's get real for a second. Have you noticed your legs feeling a little shaky lately? Maybe you've had a close call with a stumble, or getting up feels tougher than it used to. If that's you, type a 1 in the comments below. Or if you're thinking, I want legs like Tom's at 94, hit 2. Either way, stick with me, because I'm about to share how you can boost your vitamin D and keep those legs strong. It's simpler than you might think. A little sunshine, some smart food choices, or a quick supplement can make all the difference. And here's a teaser: later on, I'll tell you about my friend Linda, 78, who turned things around with this one vitamin. Her story's coming up, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Before we move on, let's make this your first step. Today, try this: spend 20 minutes in the sun, maybe a short walk or just sitting outside with your coffee. It's a small move, but it's how Tom started, and it's how you can kickstart stronger legs too. That's your first call to action. Get out there and let the sun work its magic. We've got more to cover, like spotting the signs you might be low on vitamin D and the best ways to get it, so keep listening. You're already on your way to feeling steadier and stronger. Let's keep the momentum going. With vitamin D in your corner, you're not just aging, you're aging with power, grace, and legs that won't quit. Now that we've seen how vitamin D can keep your legs strong, just like it does for my 94-year-old neighbor Tom, let's talk about what happens when you don't have enough of it. I want to introduce you to Linda, a family friend from Florida. She's 78 and loves tending to her garden, but a while back, she started noticing her legs weren't what they used to be. She'd tell me, "My legs feel weak, and I get these awful cramps at night. I can barely stand long enough to water my roses." It worried her, and frankly, it worried me too. So, I suggested she check her vitamin D levels. When the results came back, her doctor was stunned. They were so low, it was no wonder she was struggling. Linda's story isn't unique, and it's a wake-up call. If your legs feel off, vitamin D might be the missing piece. So, what are the signs you might be running low on this essential vitamin? For Linda, it started with muscle weakness. Her legs would shake when she stood up, and she felt unsteady on her feet. That's a classic red flag because vitamin D is critical for keeping your muscles functioning properly. Without it, you're more likely to lose balance and stumble, a risky combo as we age. Then there were those nighttime cramps she mentioned. They'd wake her up, leaving her restless and sore, and that's another clue. Vitamin D helps regulate muscle contractions, so a shortage can lead to spasms, especially in your legs. She also complained about achy bones in her knees and lower back, not surprising, since vitamin D is what lets your body absorb calcium to keep bones strong. If wounds seem to heal slower than usual, that's another hint. This vitamin plays a role in tissue repair too. Any of these sound familiar? They did for Linda, and they might for you too. Why does this matter? Science backs it up. A study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors with low vitamin D levels have weaker leg muscles and walk slower, exactly what Linda was going through. Without enough, your body can't fight off sarcopenia, that age-related muscle loss that hits nearly half of people over 80. It's like your legs are aging faster than they should. But here's the flip side. When Linda started boosting her vitamin D, things changed. After just a month, those cramps faded, her legs felt steadier, and she was back in her garden, smiling as she pruned her roses. It's proof that catching a deficiency early and doing something about it can turn the tide. Over 60% of older adults are in the same boat Linda was, according to the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. The good news? You can fix it, and it's easier than you think. So, how do you get more vitamin D to keep your legs strong? Let's break it down with some simple, practical steps. First, there's sunlight. Your body makes vitamin D when your skin soaks up those rays. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes outside, 3 or 4 times a week, ideally between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. when the sun's strongest. Linda started sitting on her porch with her morning tea, and it made a difference. Second, lean on food. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or tuna are packed with it. A 3.5-ounce piece of salmon gives you around 570 IU, nearly a day's worth. Egg yolks chip in about 40 IU each, and fortified milk, yogurt, or cheese are easy options too. Even mushrooms can help if they've been sun-exposed, perfect if you're vegetarian. Linda added salmon to her dinners twice a week, and it became a tasty boost. Third, supplements are a game changer, especially for seniors. Go for vitamin D3, it's the best kind, at 800 to 2000 IU daily if you're over 70. Take it with a meal that has some healthy fat, like avocado or nuts, to help your body absorb it. And here's a bonus tip, pair it with magnesium, found in spinach, almonds, or oats, because it helps vitamin D work even better. Linda tossed some almonds into her routine, and she swears it's why she feels so good now. Let's make this interactive. What sounds best to you? Type 1 in the comments if you'd go for sunlight, or 2 if you're leaning toward foods like salmon. Whatever you pick, try it out and let me know how it feels. Your legs deserve it. And here's your second call to action. Pick one of these today. Maybe grill some salmon for dinner tonight, or take a quick stroll in the sun this afternoon. It's a small step, but it's how Linda got her strength back, and it can work for you too. We've still got more to cover, like what results you can expect and how fast they'll come, so stick around. Up next, I'll share how Linda's garden comeback ties into some amazing stats and what it could mean for your future. We've talked about how vitamin D can be a game changer for your legs, and now it's time to see what it can really do. Let's circle back to Linda, my 78-year-old friend from Florida. After 3 months of boosting her vitamin D with sunlight, salmon, and a daily supplement, she didn't just shake off those nighttime cramps, she started climbing her porch stairs without a second thought. She's back to tending her roses, and the smile on her face says it all. Then there's Tom, my 94-year-old neighbor in Texas, still mowing his lawn like a champ. He's been swearing by his morning vitamin D for years, and it's kept him steady and strong. These aren't just feel-good stories, they're proof of what's possible. Research backs it up too. Studies show that seniors who stick with vitamin D for 3 to 6 months see a 31% drop in falls, a 35% boost in leg strength, and a 40% lower risk of fractures. That's the kind of payoff we're talking about, not just surviving as you age, but thriving with legs that won't let you down. So, how long does it take to feel the difference? If your vitamin D levels are low, it's not an overnight fix, but the changes come faster than you might expect. Within 2 weeks, you could notice fewer muscle cramps and a little more energy. That's what Linda felt first. After a month, your legs might start feeling stronger and your balance steadier, like they did when she got back to her garden. By 3 months, the benefits really kick in: stronger bones, better mobility, and a lot less worry about falling. Tom's got a saying, "Don't wait till you're on the ground to start caring." He's right. Consistency is key. Whether it's a daily dose of sunshine or a supplement with breakfast, sticking with it turns small steps into big wins. Imagine this: in just a few months, you could be walking taller, tackling stairs with ease, or even keeping up with the grandkids, all because you gave your legs the support they need. Ready to make it happen? Here's your plan to start today. First, soak up some sun, 20 to 30 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week, whenever you can catch those midday rays. Pair that with vitamin D-rich foods. Think salmon or tuna a couple of times a week, an egg yolk here and there, or a glass of fortified milk. Then, grab a vitamin D3 supplement, 800 to 2000 IU daily if you're over 70, and take it with a meal that's got some healthy fat, like nuts or avocado. Don't forget a sprinkle of magnesium, a handful of almonds, or a bowl of spinach to help your body use that vitamin D to its fullest. Linda's routine is simple: a morning supplement, a sunny porch break, and fish twice a week. Tom keeps it even easier: 1 pill with his coffee and a quick walk. It's not complicated, and it's not expensive, it's just smart. Want to be sure you're on track? Ask your doctor for a quick vitamin D test next visit. Knowing your levels can seal the deal. Let's wrap this up with a final push. Picture yourself 6 months from now, legs stronger, steps surer, and that fear of falling fading away. That's what vitamin D did for Linda and Tom, and it's what it can do for you. So, here's your third call to action. Start this week. Pick one thing, maybe 20 minutes in the sun tomorrow, a salmon dinner Wednesday, or a D3 supplement by Friday, and go for it. Small moves today mean big strength tomorrow. What'll it be? Type 1 in the comments if you're starting with sunshine, or 2 if you're grabbing that supplement. Share your choice below. I'd love to hear how you're kicking this off. And while you're at it, hit that like button if you found this helpful, and subscribe to VITAGO for more tips to keep you strong and steady. Pass this along to someone over 70 in your life, a parent, a grandparent, a friend, because they deserve to know this too. This isn't just about avoiding falls or keeping your legs from giving out. It's about holding onto the life you love. Linda's out there with her roses, Tom's still ruling his lawn, and you? You could be next. Vitamin D isn't a miracle, but it's pretty close, a simple, proven way to keep your legs strong, even at 94. So, take that first step today. Get your sunshine, eat that fish, pop that pill, whatever works for you. You've got the tools, you've got the stories, and now you've got the chance to make it real. Let's keep those legs moving, because aging doesn't mean slowing down, not if you don't let it.